question. Why don't you believe that after Jesus, God sent his other sons to help people too?
Which one?
Like, there are many religions, and there are good people too that help people at that time to not do sins and other type of things.
Like
They
who?
educated that, like Buddha.
Buddha?
Yeah,
Well, Buddha was a man.
yeah, he was a man. Like Jesus was a man too, but we know that he was a son of God. So.
What are you, Hindu?
I'm no one.
Are you Buddhist?
No, I believe in every religion.
Oh, you can't do that. You can't believe in every religion.
I believe in everyone.
Nah, it's not.
No,
it's not
I'm
possible.
not stuck on one thing. I'm
It's
not
not
stuck on one
possible.
thing.
Yeah. How?
I'm not stuck on. I believe in knowing, to know everything, to know every religion.
Okay. So Buddha, Jesus was, and Buddha are not the same. Jesus became a man.
Yeah. Okay.
He wasn't a man. He became a man.
The
Son of God.
The thing I believe, everyone comes as a man on this earth, but after knowing things, he becomes a part of God.
No.
After you get enlightened, you become God.
No.
Same as God.
No.
Because you become a part of God.
That's false.
How?
Because you can never be God, no matter how you try.
No, you become a part of God because we are son of God. God sent us. God created us. So at the end, what do you believe? At the end, what happens?
We are creation of God.
Yeah, we are.
Yes. That's two different things. Creation and the creator are two different entities. Two different entities. They're not the same. They can never be the same.
Yeah, I know.
Or else then you become. So when you say we become God,
yeah, when we
it's a false statement.
No.
You can never become God. You can never become your dad.
No, there is I'm not good in English, but I don't mean to say that we become God, but we become a part of God. After knowing God, after getting enlightenment, so we become a part.
We call it we become children of God. We become children of God.
We are not children of God now.
We are His creation.
So we are not His children now.
He didn't give birth to us. He created us.
So, who created us?
God created us.
Yeah, but he don't
we are His creation.
Yeah.
You can say in somewhat we may be like His children, but to be God's children, you have to be like Him in action. In ways. Have you ever told a lie?
What?
Have you ever lied?
Yeah, everyone lies.
God never lies. So how can you be like God?
That's what I'm saying. After getting alignment, you don't say lies. You don't believe in.
But how do you get alignment? How can you get enlightenment?
By knowing things. By
knowing things doesn't make you enlightened.
No,
just enlightenment means you know a little bit. So I don't know how to do. I don't know how to type, and now I know how to type. That's enlightenment.
As you said,
it doesn't make me it doesn't mean that I'm the inventor of the computer. So that's what enlightenment is like. Enlightenment is I don't know how to type. Now I learn how to type. That I'm enlightened. Now I can type. But that's as far as enlightenment goes. I don't know how to build computers.
Why don't you want to build computers? You have to only know the God. That's it. That is the end. Why do you want to become same as God? If you know God, if you are doing good things with people, that's it.
How do you know what is good? What do you call good?
The thing which I don't feel guilty after doing things, I say that are the good things. After doing bad things to people, you feel guilty. I know that everyone feels guilty.
There's people that kill people and they laugh while they do it.
I believe that when they lie down in the bed, they will think about they are killing people.
Is worshiping Buddha a good thing?
Not worshipping. I don't worship anyone, like, but I think to know that they did a good thing in their time. But they were not a bad people.
To believe that Buddha is a messenger of God.
Yeah,
is that a good thing?
Yeah, I think because he did good things to people.
The reason I ask you that is because the way we see good depends on how our worldview, the way our worldview is. But God has a different worldview than you. Okay, you may see worshiping or following Buddha as good thing, and believing that Buddha is sent by God as a good thing. But God may not see it as a good thing, because if God didn't send Buddha, then now you're saying that he sent him, but he never sent him. Now to God, that's not a good thing. Okay, right?
You believe that God controls everything.
Yes.
Yeah. You know that. So if Buddha was why God created him?
Why God created him?
Why God created Buddha?
The same way God created me.
So
to worship him.
Like so, how you know that the God said you to worship him?
Yeah, God created us to worship him. That's the purpose of our life.
So
is to worship him.
If someone's like if you build something, to only for that thing to serve you as a servant, so that thing believes in you. What's the point of creating that thing?
To have a relationship with that.
No, like if God wants us to believe.
Why do you have children?
Like it is a nature, like to reproduce, like
that's not nature.
That's
not just
nature.
nature.
That's nature.
You have children. You have children.
Animals do have children. Why they put?
You have children because you want someone to have a relationship with.
So like
that's the purpose of having children.
Animals do that.
So that you can have a relationship with the person. That's why you have children.
I think I believe that criticizing other religions is not a good thing. Jesus don't say that.
If I don't know anything and I just go tell someone, oh, this is, if I don't know anything about doing drugs, if I don't know anything about doing drugs and I go and tell someone doing drugs is wrong, now I'm wrong because I have no idea whether it is good or bad. But if I go and study drug, what it does to your brain, and I tell now someone this is not right. Now I'm speaking out of my enlightenment. I'm speaking out of enlightenment.
So,
now I can see. So don't you think that I have become enlightened to tell you that some things are good or not?
Yeah, like you're saying, only then you can teach if you know something, right?
Yes.
So, do you know everything? You are telling people.
I don't know everything, but I know God knows everything, and God has sent His Son to tell us everything.
So you
and
only
to tell us one thing that.
So you only know that God knows everything. You don't know everything.
Yes. So, God knows everything.
But you know that God created us. God sent us. We are not His
and
son.
I know that God sent His Son to tell us.
So how did you come to know that?
Because the Son came, Jesus.
So the Bible is written by Jesus, right?
Jesus came. Jesus was the Son of God.
Yeah, I know.
He came.
Yeah, I believe
and
that.
He spoke the word of God.
But I believe that at that point it was a need that God sent Jesus. Okay. So after that time. God sent other His sons too. Why don't you believe that?
To say the opposite.
Why don't you believe that after Jesus, God has to send other people too?
Okay, let me think. Let me give you this. If I send someone and say killing is wrong, and then I send another person and say killing is good,
Nobody said that killing is good.
Okay, I'm just giving an example. Okay, these religions say different thing than Jesus said, so they can be from the same person. I can't you cannot confuse people.
Just leave it. We have to go.
You cannot. No, we're having a good conversation. you can't confuse. God is not a God of confusion.
You are wasting my time.
Okay.
Today's my
God is not a God of confusion. If God is a God of confusion, then he's a wicked God. He's not good.
I think I came to know that like I have doing some done some research like in some religions. They have like most of the things similar. They are saying like a similar things. So they are not saying very different things. But as I know that like Jesus, he didn't make any religion, right? And like Buddha, he didn't make any Buddhism.
You believe Muhammad?
Yeah.
Islam?
I don't believe in anything. I just
Do you believe it's good?
I have like for Muhammad, I have not done study.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in Islam, in this book,
like
in this book, it says
the religion I was born in, it was Sikhism. So,
I know. He's used to be former Sikh. That's my brother. His name is Pradeep.
So
he used to be a Sikh. He used to be Sikh.
Like,
so if a God, this God that wrote this book is a Muslim God, and he said it's okay to beat your wife.
He says?
Yeah. So is it from the same God that I follow, or is it from another God?
So if he says
does your God tell you to beat your wife?
No.
Is that wrong?
Yeah, that is wrong. If he says that
but why would you say it's wrong?
Because beating someone with some other creation, same as you, is wrong. How can you beat someone?
The same way I'm telling you that other religion is wrong. Because because you know that that's something that's wrong. Yeah. You can tell them now that that's wrong.
Yeah.
Why? Because you know.
So why you say that, like Sikhism? Why it is wrong? What are the bad things in Sikhism?
Well, because you follow your gurus, and you believe that you worship your gurus.
Their teachings, not.
You worship like, your guru.
They said that they are not the original God. They said that they are not the original God.
But you worship them.
No.
You worship them.
No.
You worship them.
No.
We can stop. Go ask him now. Say, do you worship Guru Nanak? He will say yes.
They like respect as a guru. Don't you respect your teachers? Don't you respect
your worship them.
Worshipping that God in my religion as they're like. If you read a book, right?
And I have a book, and I don't worship my book.
Like,
you guys worship
I'm giving
your
you
book.
an example, okay? So this is a book, right?
Yes.
So if you're reading this, you can make a conclusion at like your if you want some conclusion, you can make it on your perception. But like if I'm reading the book in the way like someone the writer did that, so that is a different thing. Writer write it way he was thinking. So we are reading in our thinking, like okay. So
but if your way you
in my religion they said that Guru Nanak Dev Ji said the God he don't have any he's not is in any shape, he can't be seen. So the God you can describe him God. So they didn't say that worship us. They said that worship God. So
why do you worship them?
I don't worship. I respect them.
Many Sikh
worship. So it is a misconception they are building. So that's what I'm saying.
Why nobody tells them?
The same thing happening in other religions too. Like people
but your
like Christians too. They believe they only in Jesus. Many of them don't know what God is. They only believe that Jesus is God. So they don't believe that.
But that's because of their own misconception. Our book,
but
our book our book don't say that. Your book says.
No, our book don't say that.
Your book says
you have to read our book carefully. Then you can know. You without reading the book, you can't say that our book says that.
It will tell you things in your book that are very. Your book believe in reincarnation. Sikhism believe in reincarnation. That you die, you come back as another being. That's Sikhism.
Say that because
but that's not
if you don't become a part of God, when you don't know God, you come again and again because
That's not true. You see?
We don't know that. You don't know that.
I know
Nobody
that.
knows that.
I know
Nobody.
that.
How?
I know that because
You
God,
never-
because God has
Someone
sent.
told you.
Because,
You don't know that. But
because God sent His Son. Your Guru Nanak came in the 16th, 15th century.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 1500 years after Jesus has already spoken.
If you know, if you came to
Okay,
know
can I
everything-
ask you a question?
Yeah.
If you a bad man right now
Okay.
and you die,
Yeah.
you come back as who?
I don't know
As
that, but
you come back as a monkey.
I don't know what I will come back, but I will come
What
back.
were you in
that's
your
for
last
sure.
life?
The last life will be when.
What were you? What were you?
In last life, I don't know that.
See, that's the problem. You see, that's the problem. How can you make correction in this life so that you don't make the same mistake you made in your life, in your last life? See, that's the problem. That's where reincarnation is problematic. Meaning is not true at all. Because if God is a good God, He sends you back. You have to have a memory of what you did in your life, so that I won't make. So if I went and, let's say, hey, I jumped into over a pit, and then there were lions in the pit, and I fell into and I got eaten. I came back in the next life. How would I know that I jumped over a pit of lions so I don't do that again in this current life? You see, that's the problem.
That can be, but the thing I believe, religions have good things too. But like people who they didn't build any religion, okay? So like Buddha, like Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the Muhammad. I don't know about Muhammad, so I can't say anything. Like Jesus, they didn't made any religion, okay? But like the books, they told us the lessons. We made misconception out of that things. Like Christians too, our religion.
You know your book.
Like our religion.
You know your book.
Yeah, I
talks
know.
about said Hindu prayers in your book. There are Hindu prayers in your book. There are Islamic prayers in your book.
In my religion.
No, have you studied Sikhism?
Yeah, I have studied.
Do you know that there is Islamic poem in your book?
I know.
Do you know there is Islamic writings
It's
in
not.
your book?
It's not like that.
Praising Allah.
Like my my religion. The book was like made by the teachings of the good Sufis, good gurus, good people. At that time, they combined together and they wrote that book in like I don't know, but like. 200 years.
But your
the
book
was completed in like 100 to 200
But your
years.
book, your religion is a borrowed religion. It's a cut and paste. It's cut and paste.
Yeah, but what's wrong with
But
that?
it's not really. But it's not really.
What's wrong with
It's not
that?
really a true faith. It's copy paste
I
other
don't believe
religion.
That's the thing. I don't believe in religions. They made religion. I don't believe in that. But I believe in the teachings.
And the teachings that said you die in your next life, you come back in this life as a good person because you did good in your life, in your past life.
What will happen if you go and God sent you back because you didn't give a good thing, did good things? So
God doesn't send you back.
We don't know that here.
I know that because Jesus said that.
Because Jesus said that. You
Yes.
believe in because Jesus said that.
Yeah,
The same
and
thing-
Jesus is the Son of Jesus is the Son of God.
Why, like, you have 4 books, right? Like, you have 4 books here, okay? So, why don't you believe that the first book is true, but other 3 are not true?
Because I read all 4 and then I compare them.
So, it is your perception, right?
No,
Is it you?
the same way you believe that this book say you can beat your wife, and I know I read the other book. You say you can't. You don't beat your wife.
Like
My spirit tells me.
Okay.
My spirit, God puts inside you a spirit that tells you right and wrong, right?
Okay. So, like, first book tell you beat your wife, like, okay? But the 3 books, other 3 books, they're kind of same. So, which one you believe?
No book is kind of the same, except like the Bible is not the same. Christian and Hindu and Sikhism are not the same, and Islam, they're not the same. You can, if you study both, you know. You know why? Because one of them is founded by the Son of God. The other ones were founded by human beings that are not Son of God.
But they know things.
Huh?
But they know things. Like if you write any book and say believe in Jesus, so like people say that he just knows Jesus.
So do you believe that knowing things makes you makes you spiritually enlightened? You believe if I know how to build a car, that means I'm wise and I can do something spiritual. I'm spiritually wise because I can build a car.
No, not like that. But
what if I can write a novel? What if I can write a novel?
Is believing make you spiritual? Like only believing makes you spiritual. If you believe in anything, it makes you spiritual.
No, but if you believe in Jesus Christ, the Son of God, and you follow His teachings, His ways, you will have eternal life and you will have the truth.
Okay, so I have to go now, but the final thing I want to say, so that is the religions, I don't believe in any of them. The religions are
I don't believe in religion either.
Yeah,
I don't believe.
so,
I believe in Jesus Christ, the Son of God.
So you don't believe in Christianity, right? You believe in Jesus.
I believe in Jesus.
Yeah, Christian, not in Christianity. Religions are made by people.
Religion is.
You can see. Religions are just benefiting the people.
Religion is man-made. Your religion is man-made.
Yeah, every
religion. But my faith is from God.
Yeah, my faith is true in God.
No, it was man-made. It was copied, and put together.
Okay, but
that's your faith.
But they said to believe in the God. They didn't said that believe in us. We wrote the book.
Hey, anybody can tell you believe in God, and then tell you other things in order to get you.
But there is a path. The books told us a path that how can you don't do this thing. You just do this. They didn't. Many of the things. There are many lessons that can help you.
Okay.
So that book is for help.
Do
you don't want to read it?
Do you know why scammers, fool people?
For their benefit.
No. Do you know how? Why people get fooled?
Manipulated.
Yeah. Why people get manipulated? How? You know why? How? I mean, why people get manipulated?
Because they
the scammer.
That is not true. They believe it.
They believe it is not. No. In order for a good scam to work, you have to have some aspect of truth in it, and then the rest is all lies. Okay. In order to make it believable, you have to have some truth in it. Okay. So someone could come to you and say, respect your father and your mother.
So like Hinduism.
But then they tell you something else.
I'm going to talk about Hinduism. So the books that are Hinduism books, they are wrote before the Jesus. They are wrote before the Bible. Okay, there are many books. So
no, not really.
No, there are books. There are some Vedas that are written before the Bible. Okay.
Before the Bible was written.
Yeah, they were written before the Bible.
I beg to differ.
How? Like?
I bet. So you mean to tell me? Because I believe that the way of God is older than the religions of man. Jesus is older than all those religions.
The Bible, it is the thinking of Jesus, the things that Jesus believed in. Okay.
Yeah. Is that thinking old or new?
How? Like?
Is it old or new?
Old?
Is it old or new? Which one is older? The Veda is older than the Bible?
Yeah, it is older than the Bible. They are older.
So the Vedas are older than the thinking of Jesus Christ?
No, the Vedas were the thinking of the people before Jesus.
Listen to me very carefully. Is the Veda older than the thinking of Jesus?
Yeah, Jesus was born after that.
No, Jesus was before. Through him, everything was created.
It was God, not Jesus.
Huh?
It was God, not Jesus.
Who was on the side of God? Who was next to God while all things were being created?
So Jesus were always with the God.
Oh yeah, it was next to God while everything was created. That's why I'm saying that his thought is older than the Vedas.
I'm saying everyone is the part of God. Everyone is the part of God, like Jesus. You are not ready to listen anything. Okay, well, my friend, I have to go.
Jesus is part.
I'll come.
Jesus is part of God.
Yeah.
Everyone came from God. I believe that everyone came from God.
Yeah.
But just because God made you doesn't mean that you are the same as Him or equal to Him in thinking and in reasoning. Okay, so those Vedas, they worship idols. They worshipped things that does not give life. So their thinking is, Jesus' thinking is older than their thinking. Because Jesus was next to God when everything was being made. And so if He came in the future after the Vedas have written theirs, and He came in the future and spoke the truth, you saying that the truth is new? No, the truth has been in His mind for ages, for years.
So His mind for ages. But how did Vedas told you about God if they were like before Jesus?
No, because the Vedas.
How did they?
Because before God created Adam and Eve, male and female.
Okay.
And He told them His ways. Okay, they have children, and over time their children went a different direction. They stopped believing, but they still believe that there is a God. Okay. But now they worship Him in many different ways, and they make different idols, and say this is God, and this is God, and this is God. Elephant is God, and they make all of these idols. That is a deviation. It's not the truth. It's a deviation from the truth.
So, like in today's world, God is helping you to teach people, and they can choose the right path. Okay, like the God is helping you. That's why you are doing it, right?
Well, yeah. Like this is the truth. All the other religion went this different. Like what Jesus did is He was trying to bring us back to the truth.
Now, like the God is helping you to choose the right path.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are many people that live in the jungles right now. They don't believe in gods. They just believe in like the plants and other things.
Yes.
How God will save them? They will die. How? So God didn't give any like chance to know God.
God is all wise. God is all wise. So for me, I would say God will give them a second chance.
So they will send them again?
God will give them a second chance.
How?
That's if God has never sent them anybody. But it could be that God sent them somebody and they killed them. You don't know that. So there are many Christians that go to these jungles to try to tell them about God, and many of them get killed.
Okay.
That's not God's fault.
Okay.
He sends you somebody to tell you the truth and you kill him. It's not His fault.
So what about the people who didn't kill them? So God will give them a second chance?
For me, because I believe that God is wiser than me.
Okay.
I believe if someone don't know the truth, you give them a second chance.
So how?
That's for me as a human being. That's my human thinking. But God's thinking is maybe different.
Like that's what the other religions are saying about the rebirth. The God, God gives you another chance in the next birth, so that you can know. And after that, if you don't know in the next birth through, He gives you another chance.
No, because it doesn't work in the next birth. The next chance we're talking about is not next birth, because the next chance it's talking about is after Jesus come back again. Many people who died long time ago, God will rise them from their graves. They'll come back to life.
Why?
Huh?
Why? Why would God do that?
Because
they are already dead. They are just bones.
God can create the same thing where Adam created. God created the male and female. How did God create them?
So
how did God create them?
We are humans, right? So
the first human God created from the ground, from the dust.
What will God do to the animals?
What animals?
Like animals, dogs, cats, birds. What will God do to that? They are living too. They are living beings.
Yeah, but they're not created to worship God.
They are not created. We are different from them.
Yeah. We are created to watch over them.
Okay.
Man is the top being, to watch over everything that God created. That's why we have to watch over the trees, the ocean, the fish. All of those things are given to man to look after.
Okay.
So we are like a manager for God. for this earth. Okay? And a manager has to give account. You know, you have to give account afterwards. And that's why your life, when Jesus come back, you have to give account of your life.
Okay.
Because God made you a manager here, you have to give account. And what did you do with your life? If you listen to God or you do whatever, you did whatever you want,
okay,
that's on you.
So
you will be
I have
judged.
one question.
But those people who God made a manager and God calls them for account, but because they will have been deceived and they have no idea, they were in the jungle, they have no idea. God can tell them. Okay. God may give them a second chance when they rise back from the dead, or I don't know, maybe they know God but they choose not to obey him. I don't know that. God knows that. So that's why I say, you know, Jesus came, died for us so that we can be forgiven of all our mess up, all the mess we did. So God can forgive us for it. So we can start fresh. That's the reason, that's the message of Christianity. That's why it's called the good news.
I have one question, last question, I have to go now. So, if somebody is atheist and he don't believe in any God, but he's doing the right things,
atheists cannot do the right things.
How? Like, they are good people too. They don't do anything, any bad thing.
Well, atheist is a wicked person.
Like, if you believe that there are good people in this earth too, the bad people and good people too, right?
Relatively good, somewhat.
Yeah, but like.
Good,
you're
good,
not,
maybe
you're
good
not,
towards, maybe
like,
good towards his own thing.
I have example.
Okay.
He's good as you. You are not 100% pure, right? Now you think you are 100% pure.
Well, an atheist is not as good as me.
No, if you believe that somebody in 1,000 there is a one person who is as good as you, but he don't believe in any God. So is he a good person? Like, the
no,
God
not to God.
Him?
Not to God. He's
God
not a
will
good
not
person.
approve him.
Because you know why? Have
Why?
you? Because let's say you live with your parents at home.
Okay.
And you wake up in the morning, they made food for you. And then you open the fridge, there's food there, you take and eat, and then afterwards you walk away. You never say thank you. You never say good, you know, I thank you for taking care of me, giving birth to me, giving me a home, a roof over my head.
Okay.
And that's called what? Ingratitude.
Okay.
If I'm your parents, I'm not gonna feed you. I'm kick you out of the house.
So
If you're a parent,
right? If you're a parent, right?
Yes, I'm just
thank you for your food.
I'm just saying
but
that's
if you are giving food to the people outside, and your parents know that you are a good person outside, you are doing good things.
No.
So
you're
your
taking the
parents
food
will
of
love
your
you.
parents and giving it to some homeless guy outside.
Yeah.
You never say thank you to your parents ever in your life.
If your parents know that you are giving food to a homeless, the homeless, you don't say thank you to your parents. So you are just transporting them.
You're still in gratitude. You're still a spoiled brat. You're still disrespectful to your parents because you never said them thank you. You never even acknowledge they exist. That's an atheist. Imagine you wake up in the morning, you see your parents, you walk by as if they don't exist. You go to their fridge, you take food and you eat, and then you get up, put your shirt on and leave. And then you come home and you walk past them like they don't exist.
Yeah.
How should I treat you if I'm your parents? That's how we treat God. That's how atheists treat God. So it doesn't matter how good they think they are and they're doing outside. Maybe the homeless person may think, oh, thank you for good. But where the food coming from? It's coming from their own house. But their parents, they don't believe their parents exist. See how wicked that is. That's why I'm saying to those people, you may see them as good, but to God they are wicked because they don't acknowledge God. They never thank Him. They don't even believe He exists.
But God is that, like, your parents don't say that that you respect us. Your parents don't say that.
No, it's a given.
Like the God, same as God. God don't say that believe in me, only then I will get you approved.
Come on.
Why will he do that? Why will he do that?
Your parents, it's a given. that you respect your parents. It's given. Nobody need to tell you that. Nobody need to tell you that. You know that. You know that you should respect your parents. Anybody who has brain knows that. And you know that if you don't respect your parents, you're a bad child. Everybody in the world, any culture knows that.
It is same. You are not disrespecting them too. If you are not disrespecting them, you are not respecting them. Then you are neutral. You are
no. There's no such thing as neutral. You walking by your parents, as if they don't exist. You never say good morning. You never say good evening. You never say thank you.
Okay, my friend, I have to go. I'm late.
I want to give you. I want to share with you. I'll give you the Bible. You can read this in your own time. It's the word of Jesus.
Actually, I will come by another day. I will get this book because I'm reading some other book now. So I don't have time.
You can keep it and read it at your own time.
Okay.
When you don't read that.
Okay.
Just come here. I'll show you something. This is what we talk about religion. Okay. Are all these buses going to the same destination?
Okay.
Look at. Are they all going to the same place? The same with religion. Not every religion.
If I put like the 322, okay,
yeah,
like it is going to Newton, and other bus that is like 220, it is going to Newton too. So I can put the picture of them too and say that this region and this region, this was going.
These buses are not going to the same place. We know that. It's written on there where they are going.
If I put the picture of the same bus is going to same direction, and so this is image, so it is made by you. You're doing this.
The same God made everything, so He sets the rules. Yes, the buses you take in, the Coast Bus Company, they set the rules. They make the rules.
If 323 and 320 goes to the same destination, if I'm taking 320. What's the difference? The 323 is going to...
Some of these, because one thing is, all these religions are going to the same direction.
Yeah.
Only one is going to the right destination. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Only the one that follows the Son of God is going to the right place. The rest are all going to different direction. So you can't say every religion leads you to God. Okay? That's what he found out too. He was a Sikh parents. His parents are still Sikh. He found out they're not all going to the same direction, and he made his decision on the Son of God is the only best way to go because he knows he's close to God. He's the only one who knows the truth. Everyone else is lying or don't know much. Even Buddha said he doesn't know much. If you read Buddha, Gautama Buddha, he said, I don't know much.
No one knows 100% here. No one.
So why are you following somebody who doesn't know?
If even I am not going to discover 100% of God, what God is, I will never know that. So if he knows 70%, I can use his teachings to increase my knowledge, and after the 70%, I can use my experience too.
What if somebody have 100%?
So, if I'm getting...
Would I follow the 70%?
If I,
if someone have 100% truth and someone have 70% truth, would I follow the 100% or should I follow the 70?
It's not a bad thing to follow 70%. Okay. If you're getting something, it is good than getting nothing.
If I see 70%, I'm already using 7, and I saw someone with 100%.
Okay.
Would he make choice to become 100%, or would I try to just stay in the 70? If I have a potential to get to 100,
like after the 70, I can if I'm using everything, like his knowledge, and his knowledge, everyone's knowledge.
You can't.
You can, after knowing everything, you can differentiate that what is good. Not
you can't, because they're all leading you to a different direction.
Okay, but without taking the bus, how can I know that they are going to different directions? They are not going to a good thing.
Because I can look at the bus. I can look at the sign on the bus, and I can say that I'm not going. I don't want to go there. I want to go there.
I believe that after learning everyone's religion, after knowing everything, then you can decide what is good, what is
But I started here, and I look in here. I looked at here. I looked at here. I looked at here to make sure that I'm not doing the wrong thing.
Okay, so
and then I looked at it and I found that
you looked right. So everyone has the right to know everything, and after coming to the right thing, okay. So same is I'm doing. I'm exploring other religions so that I can choose. I can choose.
Yeah, I know. That's fine. You're open-minded, but you're doing it the hard way. I just hope you don't die while you're still doing that, because you'll be lost in your process.
Jesus will give me a second chance.
No, because he will say somebody told you the truth about me.
The God will know that I was doing the good things. I was finding His path. Then in the like I am going to a destination and I died in the path. So if God knows that He was coming to me after exploring other things, He will help me.
Yeah, you were taking a bus and someone showed up with an airplane and say, "Hey, this will get you to this place faster." And you say, "No, I'm okay. I'll ride the bus.
Yeah.
I'll stay on the bus." That's your business.
But I was going to the same direction, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we are going to take a good transport or bad transport. If the person.
No, you're not going to the same direction. Like I said.
I said that I will go to the same direction, but after knowing every religion, I will follow the best one.
After knowing the rest, and that's why I'm saying, don't die while you're still doing that, because you'll be too late. You'll be lost. That's why Jesus came.
Newborn babies die too. So
yeah, but they don't have any sin. So you're different. You have sin already.
Yeah, I know.
And so don't compare yourself with
those.
Yeah, I know.
I believe I will explore every one of them, and after that I will choose one.
Don't die while you're doing that. Yeah. I pray God don't die. But now you have the word in your hand.
Okay.
And
I will read this.
I will say, look into it. It will tell you. It will find that it's different from the rest of them. The point about finding Jesus is that He's outside of all of these. He's separate. And when you read Him and you read the rest, you know very immediately that this is from God. This is not from a human being. And when you read the other Veda, they tell you, oh, this is gold. It's all vague. It's not really true. It's all vague. But Jesus tells you the truth, because He was here. He was there. He was there at the beginning when all of these things began.
This book, it's a path. It is a path, right? It is a path to reach the destination, right? The other religions has path too.
No, this book is not the path. This book points you to the path, to the person who is the path.
Okay, so there are paths too, right? What if I collect knowledge from every one of them and made my own path, made my own religion, make my own religion for myself, so that I can reach that?
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
I have to go, my friend.
Yeah,
I will come back.
So you collect the path, you collect Islam, you collect beating your wife, and you collect all of that.
I don't believe in beating anyone.
But you have to take the whole thing. That's the problem you don't understand. If you embrace a religion, you have to embrace everything.
I will explore.
You have to embrace everything about it.
Bye.
Okay.